What is happening, people? United essentially back with another video. This is the 55th podcast, sponsored by the One Football app. Make sure you download it. Link will be in the description below. Go check it out. The latest football news, the latest football transfers. Obviously, transfers what happened to me now, but you know what, Neil Ashton and all that propaganda. You know, I mean, that guy loves him over there.
Propaganda wheel, man.
Propaganda wheel. But guys, this is the 55th podcast, sponsored by the One Football app. My guys are here. On to my right, Nuruddin. What's happening, bro?
What's happening? Igalo's big. Igalo's about, mate.
It's, you know what I mean, Nigeria, if it wasn't popping already, it's popping right now, mate.
Oh, definitely.
They must be having the, you know, the kind of funky dancing.
Afrobeat, mate. He's putting Afrobeat on the map, mate.
Afrobeat on the map, I tell you that, man. Aaron, man.
Yes,
how's it going, bro?
Same.
Igalo, R9.
Nigerian R9.
Maybe it's just a handshake I had with him. Maybe that's released a bit, you know, you never know, like. I give it that kind of...
Released a bit of juju, you get me?
Have you heard this guy?
But guys, this is the Manchester Derby podcast. Massive game. But before I touch on that, and it's sad, really. It's really sad that I'm talking about abuse and you know what? I don't know if it was racism or whatnot, but something was said. And for me, I still believe it's someone shouting Lingard.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? I feel like, but... And I don't know if it's a match-going fans. I try to guess if it's a match-going fans or if it's a local, you know, Man United fans that just come to see the players and, you know, it's their first time. But I want to start with you, Aaron, man. Again, we come on the platform and sometimes we say he's had a bad performance, shocking. I call Rashford, you know, washed up. But I didn't personally attack him in terms of, you know, his kind of, you know, slander. I'm talking about proper slander. You know what I mean? For me, abuse. I would never ever say this and this and this about a player, or you know, I would call him beyond footballing reasons. For me, everything was footballing reasons.
Yeah.
So for me, what's your reaction towards what's happened yesterday? For me, I only see it this morning. I really didn't see it, you know, last night. I didn't hear about it. For me, what's your reactions about that?
I've seen it this morning as well, and like you said, man, you can have your opinions on a footballer and say, you know, in footballing terms, he's not good enough, he's not doing this well, he's not doing that well.
Yeah.
Let's, you know, when you keep it to what's happening on the pitch, that's fine. Because at the end of the day, we're all fans, and you know, we just want to have opinions, whether it's good or bad. But when you start going personal at people like that, and to me, it's just, you know, whoever that person is, I just want to understand your thought process. Like, how can you go to the team bus, to the team coach, take out your phone, stop, like, this is all going on in his head. You go to the team coach, you take out your phone, you abuse the player multiple times, and you keep filming. Like, what is the reason behind it? What are you trying to prove? What are you trying to prove? Like, it's just, it's really sad. The thing is now, people are going to associate this guy, who probably... I'm not saying he is or he isn't, but let's just assume he's not a match-going fan. People are going to think everyone's like that. Do you know what I mean? When in reality, there's people that are just going to games just to enjoy it and go home. Now everyone's saying United's fan base is a shambles, whatever. So I just feel like it's very sad. You know, it's very sad that in 2020, you know, people are still abusing players in that way.
We spoke to him, you know, in the I think Flex spoke to him in the hotel.
Yes, I seen it. Flex dropped a couple videos on Twitter as well. And
I remember, I was there. Flex spoke to him and said, listen, we know what's going on, you know what I mean, but we don't keep it personal, we keep it football related and whatnot. But like Aaron said there, you echo them thoughts, you know what I mean, let's keep it to football, man. Let's keep it to football and stop this.
I put the tweet out, man. It's disgusting. We all need to call it out. Everybody who loves football, everybody who's a United fan, regardless whether we don't agree whether the manager should stay or manager should leave or everyone than that, all of us should get behind this simple man. When you personally abuse your own players, personally, you make it personal about them. And like Aaron said, you're going out and you're recording to personal abuse. And supposedly a Man United fan as well. Like, that's the thing that what makes me really, it makes me really kind of like, it makes me like a quiet kind of like, it was all a setup. Because it doesn't seem natural to me. I don't hear that many people go to the
team coach.
To the team coaches. Majority of people, regardless how bad the team is, go there to go and get their shirt signed. Just go say hello to the players, take photos with the players. So I feel like this is all a setup, man. There's something about this that doesn't make. Could it be a Derby fan?
Yeah,
could it be
that's
a
what I
fan?
mean,
Listen,
yeah.
I think he's a Derby fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, could he be a fan of any other clubs that just wants to hate? But to personalise it against him, not any other player. So I wouldn't mind if he was going after Jones or Pereira.
I think any player, man. I think
no,
any
no.
player.
But I'm saying to you, if he was if this person was genuine in there, because something's not right with this person anyway.
Yeah,
to be doing that. So this is even before the game. This is before the game, yeah.
Is this before the game?
I think. Well,
it's after the game.
It's after the game.
yeah.
It's after. Okay, it's after the game. Well, Man
United
United
have won.
1-3. So what?
So
Why
that
are
means-
you?
So maybe I don't think they're United fan then.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what is. I mean, to believe that it could be a fan of somebody else who just wants social media clout. You know what social media is like, these days, right?
It's very toxic.
So
man.
we all know the thing went viral, and Ace is just to create. So we need to know who this person is. We need to do more digging, and when we find this person, we need to call him out.
Yeah.
And we need to shame the person.
Shame
because
and shame, man.
the
Banning
thing-
from every stadium.
you know what the thing? I mean, I've heard the thing recording a couple of times, and I've like rewinded
Did they say
it.
the N word? Do you think?
And when you play it first time, it sounds like
Yeah,
it's
it
the
sounds
N-word.
like the N word. Yeah.
But then when you slow it down and
It
then
said
play it-
Lingard.
Yeah.
It's a strong Midlands accent. It's not a Manchester accent.
Yeah, of
You know,
course.
strong myself. But I feel like we shouldn't talk about this anymore because I feel like we're giving too much the thingy clout for this guy. You know what I mean? This guy wants to be centre of attention.
Yeah.
No, but we need to find out who he is.
Yeah, of course, that's the bottom line.
So shout out to any of you guys.
Probably shout out to Jesse Lingard.
Yeah,
man.
listen,
solidarity.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
solidarity always, but shout out to any of you guys who find out who this guy is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
who
yeah,
these people are.
Yeah.
Because Man United have just won 3-0. We're just all on their Gallo. The fans in there were going crazy.
Of course.
And then that happens to Jesse Lingard, like he's calling him out personally, personally abusing, you're effing this, you're effing that. And he might say, oh, I've got excuse because I'm talking about the stats.
Yeah.
No, that's nothing to do with it. Man United have just won.
Yeah.
Move on, my friend.
Yeah.
Jesse had a decent game.
And we are
were
going
here.
to move on from that. You know what I mean? We won 3-0. You know what I mean? Derby. I went from Bruges to Derby. You know what I mean? Went through the crunchy lanes.
You're travelling, man.
Trevor, listen, the fun bus, man.
man.
Shout out to Adam's fun
Yo,
bus, man.
shout out to
You know what I mean? Fun bus. If you don't know the fun bus, Adam, stop, man. That fun bus, man. You need to
Yo,
come,
shout
man.
out Adam, man.
Yeah,
Shout out Adam.
man.
Check out his
Big up
YouTube
Adam.
channel.
Yeah, man. Mad Red United. Go check him
Maddy
out.
Every Right. Check out his Twitter. What's Twitter handle? Adam
Adam Stott. Yeah, Adam Stott.
Adam Matic.
Yeah, Adam Matic. That's it.
Yeah, I mean-
Shout out Adam Matic, man.
Yeah, man. The fun bus.
We were on the fun bus on the weekend, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, exactly.
To Goodison Park, you know what I mean? And the Baywhack with bare jokes.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean?
Respect him, man. But
Yeah.
3-0, happy days.
So you went on a sheep shagging country lanes, eh?
Well-
Sheep shaggers galore. You know what they say in it? While in Rome, innit? While in Rome, you do what the Romans say. So while you were in Derby, were you sheep shagging?
Well, no.
Don't be skeleton and
Doesn't make me hesitant. No, then. No.
You have to think twice, people. You see that, innit? You have to think twice.
Straight no, guys. We don't
Straight
do that
no.
on here.
Yo, we already banter, by the way. They don't
Banter, man.
know.
Yeah,
That's
Sorry
just-
for the younger
listen,
younger audience in here. You know what I mean? Relax. man.
youngers know what they're doing anyway, mate. You know what I mean? Listen,
PG, man. PG, guys.
listen, young ones know what shagging is, mate. Let's not talk about this, right? They know what it
Well-
is. Yo, you speak to any of the young ones watching this, they'll tell you, your mother, they'll tell you everything, mate.
Yeah.
They'll tell you everything.
We'll
But
let the
anyway,
teachers deal with that. You know what I mean? We're here for football education.
We're here
anyway.
for the football. Anyway.
I read 3-0.
Yeah, man.
Man like R9 Gallo, 2 goals.
Yeah, man.
Shaw did well. You know what I mean, I think positive performance. For me, it wasn't the greatest performance. It didn't get me out of my seat. You know what I mean? I think.
But the thing that it does is it gives confidence.
Yeah,
it gives confidence because we've got a big game on Sunday, so it gives.
Is it performance? Is it now results of performance now? I believe it is.
It still has to be performance. It still has to be both.
You know what?
still has
I
to be
struggle to see a good performance from Ole Solskjaer in terms of a 90-minute game. For me, when was the last time we had a full 90-minute game? A full 90-minute game.
Must have been probably under Van Gaal.
There you go then.
And when we went to Liverpool,
Liverpool, yeah, that was for me
that
the
was
complete
the
performance.
That was a complete
Yeah.
performance. That was the last time I can remember we literally battered Liverpool. So I think now it's more, like I said, man. I don't know if I said it to you or to anyone else, but I was saying that all of our games now are just based on let's hope that we win and then we just nick it in the end, or we score a couple of goals here and there and then we're all happy, but we don't really care about the performance. We don't go back and analyse what we did wrong. Even if we won, there's always something to take,
of course.
to go with in training to improve, and then you take that to the next game, and then you improve on that, and so on and so forth. I just feel like whenever we win, we go, hey, yay, we won, yay, and then we made a couple of mistakes. That's fine, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Like we focus on the next game.
Yeah.
I feel like right now that's the vibe. And
What did you like yesterday?
personally, for me, sorry.
What did you like yesterday?
What did I like? What I liked, for one, Luke Shaw. Like, he was up there, like, the whole time. I know it's Derby, but you have to give them some respect as well. You can only play what's in front of you. But I like the fact that he was up there all the time.
Staying forward as well.
He was staying forward. I don't know what he had, like, in terms of food or drinks, but...
Yeah. Must be the jollof rice now. You know what I mean? Must be... Shaw's getting the jollof rice from Megalo and that, you know what I mean? Shout out to Megalo.
Some plantain, mate.
Plantain.
He was up there the whole time. He was even taking shots. You know what I mean? Something that we haven't seen.
And he got the goal.
And he got the goal. So if he can do that consistently now, listen, he can maybe, just maybe, he might go back to his old form like when we first bought him. So yeah, man, I was happy to see that. What else was I happy to see? I think that was obviously Igalo with the 2 goals.
Yeah,
I was happy to see that.
Confidence.
Well. Good for the confidence. I mean, the guy's living a dream, man. You guys check out his Instagram. Man's reposting everything. Every time you mention
I see that. I see that reposting the Edwards as a like one. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, whoa.
Nah, he reposts.
I think he has to recheck that one, maybe.
Yeah. I think, you know what? I think he's so
before you get that P45,
maybe 6 months. It might be 1 month. You know what I'm saying?
He's so gassed that he just reposts everything.
Yeah, of course. He's living the dream.
He's living the dream, literally. So I can't fault him for that. But yeah, obviously happy to see him score 2 goals. That gives him confidence. And another thing I was happy to see was Rooney, man.
Yeah, Rooney.
Wayne Rooney got a nice reception from both set of fans. So yeah, but apart from that, performance-wise, I don't want to be negative, but it wasn't all that. For the first 20 minutes, Snowden and I were here watching the game. Struggling, bro. Struggling.
It was just side passing.
If Bruno weren't there, and something interesting he said before Bruno got taken off, when Pereira was down the touchline ready to come in, Nodin was like, if Bruno comes off, watch the creativity go from there.
Of course, and he did.
And it instantly, he came on, creativity gone. Pereira doing what he does best, nothing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's a good. Obviously, we're through to the next round. It's good. It's positive, but we still rely on that one person to bail us out all the time, and we need to have a team of. We need to have a team not of 11 individuals, but a full team in it that works together. Like, I still struggle to see us score a goal of where we have like a sick combination playing and we score like a team goal. I still want to see that, but and I doubt we're gonna see that this season. That's just my opinion, but I don't think we're under Solskjaer that we might see like a City-esque combination goal or a Liverpool-esque combination goal.
I don't think so.
Do you know what I mean? I doubt that we're gonna see that this season. So yeah, those were my positives, man.
You happy with that, or do you still think there's still hindrances? There's still lack of this, lack of that. Let's put in contact. Derby, I think they're mid-table in the Championship. They're not really gonna be promoted this season. You know what I mean? They've got Wayne Rooney in midfield, which I thought he did well for me. Still had that killer pass.
Like a CDM, man.
Yeah, he played CDM, played that killer pass. I thought he's still got it in the locker. But bigger picture is, we are through to the quarterfinal. But do you see anything that you see?
Last parts, definitely the first 20 minutes. I'm going to be controversial. I'm going to disagree a lot of what these two have said. First 20 minutes, it was a struggle, but it's a cup game. Regardless whether it's games, whether it's Tranmere, whether it's a team in the 3rd or 4th, so whatever it is, it's going to be tight because it's a cup game. It's a cup game, and Man United are in town, regardless, right? Yeah. Man United are in town. That's the first time their stadium was probably rammed all season.
It was rammed.
It was rammed. Do you know that when Man United comes out, everybody wants to come, and obviously,
United,
you know what? And then you have to add the Wayne Rooney story as well. Everybody wants to come and have a look.
Should have seen it, by the way. Everywhere you go, you see the Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, of course.
Everywhere you went.
So first 20 minutes was a cagey game. It was a quite cagey game, feeling it out. But I actually thought after that, it was the complete performance of Man United because I look at it and think, how many saves did Romero have to make in a game? That's how I test it, because I think how many in terms of them being
he made a lot crucial
listen to me. He made one fantastic save from Wayne Rooney, right? That's when the game was done already. Listen, the last minute, Rooney said in his interview at the end, he should have let that in.
Shout out to
shout out to Wazza. But in terms of that, I thought the goals that we scored, the build-up play was really good. And we're talking about a team goal. The best team goal I've seen Man United score this season was against Watford at home at Old Trafford, where Shaw picks up the ball. Somebody picks up the ball, passes it to Shaw in for me 30 yards from our own goal. He passes it halfway line. Dan James touches it on for him, onto Bruno in the centre. Bruno then places it to Martial. Martial then, keeper comes out, takes a shot, comes back and dinks it. That is a brilliant team goal. And I thought last night, even I think second Igalo goal, we played some really good football where he held up, linked up. So I'm sorry to say that you have to give where credit's due. Last night's Man United football attacking. Where Man United attacking, I know it's only Derby. I know it was only Bruges. But I'm sorry to say, guys, we've been sat here for the past how many years and we've gone, it's only these little middle teams. And we've struggled. We've struggled. Last night, I thought 3-0 was convincing. And listen, any other game, their keeper makes really 2 good saves, two or three good saves. We could have been 5. You know what I mean? It could have been 5. So let's not get it. We understand it is Derby, mid-table. But I've got to say, Championship is one of the most competitive leagues in the world, mate. Right, so don't get that twisted.
And there's players looking at it thinking, you know what, if I can shine.
Yeah, I mean that's why you've seen that guy kicking McTominay, and then you know, shout out to Martin McTominay. You know what I mean, the Marine McTominay. He's got a marine haircut. Marine haircut. You know those marine haircuts, mate. That man
looks like a soldier.
He's like, I've been to Nan. But anyway, so I thought last night we looked like a more cohesion team. Of course, Bruno does that because he was popping up on the left, popping up on the right, popping up in the middle. And I thought he added all of that. But I thought, Shaw, that was man of the match performance. I've not seen Shaw play like that for a long time. Yeah. But it wasn't just Shaw, it was Delot as well. Delot was up the pitch on that right-hand side. And I thought we pinned them back because they're like...
I think that's what we did most of it. We were aggressive in pinning them back.
We pinned them back. And that's how we won the game. Of course, no football game because at the end of the day, I don't know where this complete, because to me I take issue with this complete 90 minutes. No team plays for complete 90 minutes.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about coherent in the kind of when you're transitioning play.
Let me explain.
Of how position, like yesterday, the diamond formation. For me, it looked like a diamond yesterday.
Listen, let me explain. Let me explain.
Go on.
There's no team that has complete 90-minute performances, really, in terms of even in a game. Because the other team, you're playing against another 11, and you're playing against another 12, you're playing against another... You're playing against... So there's moments in it. Now, teams like City and Liverpool, teams like Real Madrid and Barcelona, the top team...
That's what we are. We are top team.
Listen. What they do is that they've got some fantastic quality, United, that we don't have. We have quality here and there, but they have fantastic quality where in the space of 20 minutes they can take the game away from you and it's good night. Rest of it you can do whatever you can huff and puff to get back in the game, but they take it away from you. But I don't see a team that strangles you like peak Man City last season, maybe peak Liverpool last season, where completely like they're attacking you for... There's none of that happens. It's just that in the space of 20 minutes in a game that you can, like Liverpool did to Barcelona in the Champions League last season. They take it away from you.
I think with United we are in flashes at the minute.
Listen. I think now there are more players playing because of obviously Bruno making those signs.
Of course.
And look, we got to talk about. So the biggest thing for last night, where me and Aaron was celebrating, was the absolute touch of Igalo. His touch compared to Lukaku's. Put it this way, guys. Regardless how long I was here, I ain't cycling to the Mancunian way. I ain't picking up no balls.
No balls.
No balls.
See that first goal that he scored, the touch, he takes the touch and turns. Oh, that was amazing.
Is he knocking on the door for Manchester? I think we should start Manchester Derby.
I think we should.
Listen, it's interesting.
No, listen. I think we should.
Yeah, because like he's got 2 goals in it. Why not play the guy?
James is injured.
Yeah.
You start Greenwood on the right. You put a guard up front. And you start Martial on the left.
We don't have wingers, so why not just operate a 3-5-2?
There you go.
Or 5-3-2.
There you go.
And just go for it. Because then the Igalo now is showing that he's very clinical. He gets the ball right. You know what he does the most? He's in the right areas. We've not had a striker like that in a while.
You know what? That's funny because he said the same thing yesterday.
That's what we said.
There you go then. Right areas, right moment, right time.
And
this time was a player like that.
Yeah, but
we're not trying to compare him
on top of that as well. City got injuries. Laporte is not playing.
There you go.
So they have to play who? Fernandinho.
He's not going to be positioned.
Otamendi and Stones. There you go.
I think you can bully him.
You can bully them, bro. You can bully them.
Yeah, the thing for me is this, right? Tomorrow will be interesting, but let me just finish on the Derby game.
Okay.
The Derby game was I didn't expect that. I expected a tough game, and I always say Man United need to score first, and everyone says to me, but you always say that first because Bottle Job FC, Man United's confidence is fragile, right?
Of course.
Super fragile. When we go behind in the game, deep down, do all of us ever think we're going to get back into this game? No. Deep down. Do we think? Because we have to be super creative to get back into the game.
Yeah.
We don't have the quality. For one reason or the other, all season, we've not had our best 11 out on that pitch. There's only maybe 8 games or maybe 6 games we had all our best 11 out on the pitch together, right? So it'd be interesting, actually, if we get people from back injuries and see how that shapes up when we're allowed to put the best 11 players on that pitch. But coming up to the City game, we'll have to discuss how City are going to play.
Yeah.
We can't just smash a 3 centre-halves and 2 wing-backs in a game because what you have to do is that there's certain teams or certain shapes of teams that works against. You can't play every time. I think it's going to work.
But the way
I look at Man City, I look at Man City.
City play 3 in the midfield.
Listen, no. We're going to talk. We've been talking about it before you got here. Man City, what they did to us in the cup game, in that League Cup semi-final, they took out their 2 strikers, Jesus and Aguero, whatever. They basically played. You talk about football. They played De Bruyne midfielders. They played 4 midfield players. Yeah. And they played 2 on top. So they played Sterling and Mahrez out wide, and they played 4. So they played De Bruyne, Silva, Bernardo Silva, and who was the who's the other one?
Was it De Bruyne, isn't it?
No, the Gundogan. So they played 4. Yeah. So what did they complete control, right? So what I was saying to Aaron before we came live on here, I was saying the formation. If they were to play like that tomorrow, because I look at City Sunday. So I look at City and I see they don't really like basically like Liverpool. Liverpool, you know where the threat's coming from. It's coming from out wide. It's going to come from Roberts and Trent.
Of course, yeah.
So they're like the playmakers, right? City actually keep control. The playmaking comes from the middle and them controlling. They came to Old Trafford, stifled the ball away from us, hit us, and they could have hit us for 6 or 5, but it was 3-1 at the end, right?
Yeah. Because second half, Rakitic came in.
Yeah, that's what I'm. So what I was thinking is that Man United tomorrow playing 4-3-3, saying that in a team, and I think maybe, like I said, Igualo just scored 2 goals. But then I'm thinking, Igualo, it's only last time he played football before these 2 90 minutes and maybe 1 20 minutes here or there was.
Is it now or never?
November.
Is it now or never?
Listen, beginning of November.
Is it now or never?
So for me, I would play Matic as a holding guy. Fred tenacity we need. McTominay's energy in the midfield. So those 3 in the midfield, and then I would play Bruno. Just want let me finish. Bruno, Martial. And I would play, me personally, I would give at Old Trafford a chance to, because he's got a wonderful left foot and he scored goals again this season. Greenwood a chance. And that's that team I would play. Yeah. But obviously, you will let us know in the comments whatever team that you pick. But I do not want Man City coming with that 4 midfielders and taking the game away from us. I do not want that. And wing backs and having wing backs and playing 3 at the back. That ain't gonna solve Jack. That ain't gonna solve Jack.
Aguero and Jesus will play together.
No, I don't think they will.
I think they'll play one of them because they've got Real Madrid, bro. Pep is not an idiot.
Do you not think this is now or never though, Aaron? Get 2 up front. Let's play the wing backs.
Oh, you mean us?
Us. Oh, okay. Now or never to play 2 up front, Igalo, and we need goals right now. We have top 4 chasing.
It's not going to 2 up front. It's not going to work. Like this is what Nudin said. It's not because the 3-5-2 worked against this team and that team that all of a sudden you have to get gassed and say, "Oh, it's going to work against City." No, you have to know what you're doing.
But with the 4-3-3, we're not too reliant on Bruno Fernandes though.
But maybe we should create. Maybe we should in that specific game.
That specific game. That's why I'm talking about Nuruddin. When you got the 3 in the midfield, everything's almost towards Bruno Fernandes. Whereas if you got the two up front, you know what? Split the strikers wide. Igalo and 2-on-2. So you got 2-on-2. Bruno Fernandes can lay that ball over the cross, and then next thing we look dangerous more there.
But the thing I want to play in the 4-3-3. Why? Because I want Bruno to have different options when he's got the ball and he looks up. I want him to have different options. I don't just want him to have 2 options. I want him to have 3 with the 3 in front of him.
Not gonna win back,
but then it's not working against every team though. You do that against Pep, bro. He's know what he's gonna do. He knows that Wan-Bissaka ain't got no pace. So what he's gonna do? He's gonna put Walker on there or Zinchenko on Wan-Bissaka, and he's gonna put Walker on whoever plays on the left wing. And that's our wing backs.
Our last game against City. What was the formation?
What did we play?
4-5-3-2. We played Shaw.
When we won against them at the Etihad.
Brandon, was it a 5-3-2?
I think it was a 4-2-3-1, you know.
It was 4-3-2-1.
4-3-2-1.
It was a 4-2-3-1, and then we hit them on the counter. That's it.
Yeah, and the goal came from a free kick, and we had no magic.
So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, what is for me? What do you say to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? The best way of beating City in that game on a one-off game?
4-3-3.
4-3-3. Simple as that.
4-3-3 because one thing what I do not want, because I'm looking at this tactically, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at this tactically. If they go and play the 4 in midfield like they did to us last time by stifling the ball away from us so that we're not getting any passes at all, we're not building up anything. Because in this game, we don't want to be passive. We need to have certain possession, but our possession cannot be for possession's sake.
Yeah.
Has to be with intent.
Yeah, of course.
It has to be with pressing them in the right places and meeting them and man for man almost with a press, right? I look at this, I think Matic played better at the Etihad. Those of you who don't know, it's called the Etihad, not the Etihad. Yeah, so get that right. So he played better in both games when he come on. So Matic to sit, right? Yeah. In our midfield, in front of our back four, Matic is to sit to clean up. We need Fred's intense and tenacity in terms of finding that connection with Bruno, finding that connection with Bruno, getting the ball out to him. We also missed in a couple of the derbies because he knows what he means. He's a Manchester, he grew up around there.
Yeah.
No, not Rashford, McTominay. He knows what he means, right? And in a sense that we miss his energy in terms of the battles, what we need to have in the midfield, because we don't want to be. We need to give them a battle.
By you doing that, you're putting Bruno Fernandes on the left.
Listen, what I'm saying to you. When we have the ball, what we can do with that type of formation, Saeed, you can be flexible when you're in possession. He's done this against Tottenham as well. He's worked with, and it was Pogba at that time. When Man United have got the ball, right, the formation, then Bruno then is allowed to roam. He's allowed to have that free space, and then Shaw goes up the left like he did against Derby, right? Yeah. Because and then what is the insurance at the back? The insurance that Matic or Fred can then help on that side if they try to counter-attack us. So by having 3 in midfield, you're playing your cards right on the table with those midfield players that you expect. When City have the ball, and we already know what Man City do already. Walker. When was the last time you seen Walker bombing forward, going?
I think he's going to do that though.
No, Walker.
He's going to exploit that.
What Walker would do most likely.
He'd go in the centre back.
No, he would go in the centre back.
Yeah, I know.
So then they push us on even more. So then their 4 midfielders are in that area, and then they're creating chances. Yeah. But that's what I don't. So with that 4-3-3 formation that I'm saying, what means that you basically have no defensive options of the bench. So you're playing McTominay, because at the moment I look at McTominay had a decent game last night. He's had a decent game, and this is a City game, so he will be up for it. Up for it. Matic has shown good form lately.
Yeah.
Fred, he can't drop any of those kind of guys.
I think he's got to drop one for me.
Listen, and Bruno obviously. But to me, I think we need to have some possession in midfield. We can't be docile like we are. Give them the ball in midfield with their 4 in midfield. Take the mick out of us, and then they can go at our back 4 all day, every day. We can't. We have to stop them. We have to stop their attacking at source. We have to press them at source.
I get what Nord is on about, and it's very, very. You know what? It looks very critique. It looks, it looks very tactical. You're talking about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer here. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I get you, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does not have in-game management.
He has.
I don't think he has. I think he's seen too much in Nordin. Pep Guardiola will know. You know what?
Aaron, what did I say last night? What did I say last night? Last night when I was here, we were both laughing our heads off.
Go on.
I said, God forbid nothing happens to him, especially with that Carafaro. Listen, coronavirus and everything going on. Saeed, when he's about 90, 80 and his last days, and he's passed away, and people are at his funeral, on his headstone it will say, Ollie out. You don't give credit where credit is due. You don't give credit where credit is due, Saeed.
I'm just trying to be realistic.
You give credit where credit is due.
You're not being realistic.
When it comes to Matic, I used to call him lamppost. I see that with his form. Luke Shaw.
No, you never.
Listen, Luke Shaw has said he's done out here. He's done. Listen, he's done out here. What I've said about certain, the only player that I've been 100% consistent about, and I didn't want him anywhere near Man United team, is who? And it's in Italy. That's the Aaron.
I'm not saying
that. Now going back to your point, I have to stop that bit. Listen, your viral videos are there. I've got the receipts online, mate. What are you calling Rashford and everything else?
Listen, Rashford, shout out Rashford, mate. Shout out Rashford. My guy. Yo, listen, what I'm trying to say to you is, I get where Nordin's coming from, but you got to understand that this is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. A man I call 3-star manager.
That's what I mean.
I don't see what he's going to do in game management. I don't see, if Bruno Fernandes is playing on the left-hand side and Walker is almost going bombing on forward and he's leaving the space here for me, I think it's too much going on here. You're playing a simple 4-3-3 and you have to do something. You have to sacrifice McTominay or Matic. For me, I would go for Matic in the middle, and I'll go Fred and then Bruno in the hole. Because I feel like we need to overload in the midfield in that kind of area.
Yeah.
For me, McTominay, what he does is energy and all that. I get it.
We need that in a derby.
But what you need also is calm heads.
No, of course.
Yeah,
And calm heads.
Calm head, collective experience.
So it's two. So
Experience.
two. Yeah. So it's two. So the
Yeah,
calm
but
heads.
I see this is, for me, Aaron, you look at his formation, I don't know what your opinion on that.
Mm-hmm.
Is it too much going on here? Too much is going on. He's 4-3-3. Bruno Fernandes occupy the left. He goes in the middle. Luke Shaw advances on the left. To me, it's just going on too much here. And I don't know Solskjaer could not even get the diamond right. The very easy formation to get right, he could not even get that right. And in the second half, he bottled it.
I think he's going to look at... Because Ollie is, you have to understand, Ollie's an emotional guy, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
He does things based on his emotions, and he's going to look at the City game that we played, the way we won. He's going to look at the formation and go, okay, what formation did we play? 4-2-3-1. Yeah, it worked against them there, so we'll do the same thing.
But we shouldn't do that.
But he's got to do it.
We shouldn't do that.
Like
4-3-3.
literally, I think the formation's going to be this. So obviously De Gea in goal.
Yeah.
It's going to be Luke Shaw on the left. It's going to be if Maguire's fit, it's going to be Maguire and Lindelof. He's not even going to play Bailly. He's going to play Maguire and Lindelof, and then he's going to play Wan-Bissaka.
Well, that's if he's recovered as well from that.
If he's recovered as well.
Wan-Bissaka, yeah, exactly.
Then he's going to play two holding midfielders because he's going to want to have security at the back. I'll tell you this now already. He's going to have to want security at the back. So he's going to have the back four that I just named. He's going to have Fred and Matic. No, he's going to have he's going to have McTominay and Matic playing in front of the defence. Yeah. Two holding midfielders in McTominay and Matic because he's going to want to use their physicality against City's trickery.
This is a game
when
about
really and truly
technically.
Their physicality against their trickery is not going to work.
It's not going to work.
Because all they have to do is play their triangles, boom, 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 1, 2, 3, and they're passed.
Well, that's why I'm telling you.
Wait, hold on. So, and then he's going to play 3 attacking midfielders. Bruno in the 10. He's going to play. He should play Greenwood on the right, but I'll tell you what, he's going to play Pereira. Trust me on that. He's going to play Pereira on the right because he knows Pereira tracks back and he defends. And then on the left,
aggressive,
that pressing. He's going to play Pereira.
He's good at pressing. One thing Pereira is good at is his pressing because we've seen it against Liverpool. He did well for the first half an hour, first half, and he did a press in terms of the two. This is for me. I give credit where it's due.
No, we've always said that. We've always said that.
And then amongst those attacking three on the left, obviously he's going to play Martial, and then up front, I believe he's going to play Igalo. So because he's going to want to have a target man. So I'm telling you right now, he does things based on his emotions and how he feels, not on what's the best tactic for the team. And that's not me saying that it's bad. Maybe for him, that's a good thing. So he's going to do that because he's going to look at the game at the Etihad and he's going to say, well, we won 2-1 there, so I might as well just do the same thing. Do you know what I mean?
The only thing I would say
that's dangerous.
And that's dangerous. But the only thing I've got qualms about your team, I think the reason why I took off Fred at that time is that because he's resting him to play in the derby. He took Fred off. He didn't take McTominay off, he took Fred off. So it could be Fred.
But he's still going to play.
He took Igalo off. He took Igalo off as well.
No, he didn't take Igalo off. He took Fred off. He took Bruno off.
Yeah, Bruno. Yeah. Sorry,
he took Fred off.
Shaw off.
So those three are playing. So definitely Fred is in the team. So it could be Fred and Matic instead of maybe McTominay. But personally, what do you think of my three in midfield?
Who was your three again, sorry?
Three. What's the three of them?
Matic,
Fred,
McTominay,
McTominay,
and Fred.
Wait, Matic, McTominay, and Fred.
So when he wants to play Bruno on the left.
Bruno on the left.
That's what I'm saying to you. It don't work out, man. That's what I'm trying to say to you. That don't work out.
It does work out. Listen, it does work out because when Man United have the ball, the biggest thing what I'm looking for, Aaron, is that we should not get bullied, right? We should not get bullied in midfield.
Football, though.
We should not get bullied.
No,
in terms of like technically playing in midfield, we have to be able to press man for man.
If you play Bruno on the left, the midfield battle is lost before the game even starts.
I'm not saying
Bruno is the best passer in the pitch. Well, why would you take the best passer out of the game?
Listen, I'm not saying Bruno's not played one position this season for any of the games. He's not played one position. No, he hasn't. He's played roamed around everywhere. He's on the left one
because he's the player manager.
Listen,
he's the player manager.
He's the player president.
Guy, you get
biggest smiles.
Bruno FC, you get
I'm the player
Bruno
president.
FC, man. Look at your dead manager, yeah? You're dead manager, man. Bruno FC, man. Respect to the guy's name. Respect to the guy's name, yeah?
Bruno needs to be at the heart of that midfield, even though he pops up here and there, but he needs to be in midfield because he's the one always asking for the ball in midfield. If he doesn't do it, nobody else does it. You play Bruno on the left, bro.
I'm not saying that. Please understand. Don't misunderstand me.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Don't misunderstand me. Do not misunderstand me. Do not misunderstand me. Do not misunderstand me. Not on the left or the right. Do not misunderstand me.
Where do you want to play him?
What I'm saying to you, him as the the same way where he's playing, but when we lose the ball, more towards the left-hand side. When we're out of possession. When we're in possession, he then obviously roams and moves because we've already got the insurance with the guys who are going to go with the runners of City in midfield.
Yeah.
But when we've got the ball, we've got to be able to give him the ball on the right places and the time. So actually, your formation, what you're asking for, is not too far away from what I'm saying. I'm just saying
mine's a 5-3-2.
But listen,
mine's a 5-3-2.
5 ain't going to work because Man City don't play like that.
No, but
Man
what I'm
City
trying to
don't
say
play
to you
like
is we can
listen,
dominate the possession from the back.
Do you know why?
Man City don't play like that.
You play a 5 at the back, yeah.
But wing backs push it forward, though.
You know, but I mean, when they have the ball, obviously will be a 5 at the back. Pep's gonna look at that. He's gonna go, okay. They're playing 5 at the back. Alright, cool. You know what?
He's gonna control the midfield.
Control the midfield. Play the ball around. Find the gap. There you go.
No, with the two midfield, I think with the two midfield, Bruno in the middle there. I think we can. The midfield still balanced.
Listen, listen. Like I said, only time we'll see what Ollie does. We can argue with this till the cows come home, right? But
how big a test is this for Ollie?
Listen, this is not about Ollie. This is about Man United being at home at Old Trafford to Man City, who has slapped us up with Van Gaal, with David Moyes. Listen to me.
Van Gaal won it.
Old Trafford.
Old Trafford. 4-2.
No, he won one game. He won one. We won one. He won one, and then the other one was a draw. The other one was a draw. So he won one and it was a draw, right? Listen.
He won over there.
But Ollie's beating more of them than any other manager. What do you say about that? Alright, shut your mouth then. Shut your mouth then. But I'm just saying that
Van Gaal's got an FA Cup.
Listen, what have they got to show for it? Well, shut your mouth then. So we're talking about the specific game.
What's Ollie got? What's Ollie got, man?
We're talking about the specific game. We're talking about the specific game, right? So for me, it is how do we stop City's dominance? Pep Guardiola.
I think you got to stop Rodri. Rodri for me is the key in this team. He's the person who's the glue.
Listen, how do we stop Man City? Total domination and any of those games, because we've tried this. We've tried to park the bus. We've tried to be passive and crossing the ball in 100 crosses, right? With your boy Ashley Young and David Moyes. That didn't work. Listen, we got smashed.
Hold tight in Milan with the coronavirus.
Listen. You went there, man, and you were playing to no fans, mate. No fans, mate. You're celebrating.
You ain't got no fans.
Listen, you ain't got no fans, man.
Shout out to Wellstone Raider, man.
Listen, but this is about how do we stop that. And I personally believe, this is my own little belief, and you can tell me if I'm wrong or not in the comment section, guys. You know, and also that guy Red Devil, always with your therapy after we get smashed again, and Man United ruin our weekend.
Well, it was. You know what? It's probably the end of the weekend.
So this game, I want some boldness in terms of 4-3-3. Get the players who are on form for us at the moment. The players to form players. Play all the form players. Play the games in midfield, because if Pep Guardiola comes with 4 like he did to us last time, we're gonna get smoked, mate. We're gonna get absolute.
What if it becomes a case of Daniel James comes back into play because of his pace and his agility? What if it comes into play that Lingard plays because of his?
Nah, I doubt that.
Well, you never know though. That kind of game where you need press, you need agility.
I doubt that.
You know what I mean?
I think it's more. Listen, I think it's more what you two said, Pereira. What you guys have said. I can see more Pereira playing than Lingard playing. Lingard playing.
How big of a miss is Harry Maguire if he's out? Harry Maguire, you know, I didn't even know about this injury, but for me, Harry Beckenbauer, if he's out, mate, listen.
Twisted his ankle in training, but
it depends how bad it is.
According to the commentators yesterday, it's not too bad.
Oh, okay.
So we're waiting.
We needed massively. We needed leadership.
We need.
Like, you know what? He's just about to come into form. He's just about.
You doubted him, man.
Oh, shut your mouth.
You doubted that guy.
He's just coming into form.
80 million player. What's he doing here?
He's not 80 million though. You go and find me a Man United fan.
80 million waste he said to him.
Listen, I said 80 million was an absolute a lot of money.
But I said, is that his fault? Is that his fault though?
Well, listen.
Yeah, so, is that his fault?
This could be anybody's fault.
Don't doubt the guy. Don't doubt the guy. Harry Beckenbauer.
Why do you banter? Why do you banter Arsenal? Why do you banter Arsenal fans? Is it their fault that Pepe said 70 million? Shut your mouth then. With a Carlo deal, yeah? Is that his fault? That's not his fault. So shut your mouth.
That's because it's a rivalry.
Listen,
but this is one of your own.
It's one of your own. Listen, I said
one of your own.
If he plays right and he comes
you're born in Sheffield, right?
Listen.
You're born in Sheffield. He's one of your own.
No, actually.
Shout out to London Road. Shout out to London Road.
I actually to tell a little bit of true story about him. I don't know if I said it in the podcast, but to give a backstory, he played. I think it was one of the U Cup finals against Man United.
Yeah, of course.
I think it was Lingard and that he played against.
Yeah.
And he got really hurt really badly. He had to be taken to hospital. Fergie then wrote him a letter.
Yeah.
And kept in contact with him and said, because Fergie was like, oh, you know what, you played well, you're one of the best players. But Fergie was that kind of guy, and he had an amazing heart, you know what I mean, regardless of rivalry. So Fergie, I think, sent him a letter. Fergie then spoke to him.
Yeah.
And so he had, in the Premier League anyway, because they were down in the doldrums for a bit, Man United are a team that he likes because of what happened, because of that story.
Yeah.
But for me, Harry Maguire is not that leadership. All I'm saying is that I keep the same energy regardless whatever player is. If it's the player that I like, if the player is whoever likes.
But I feel like you've had an agenda with
I
Maguire.
haven't.
I feel like it's been an agenda.
No, I haven't.
You talk to me about Luke Shaw agenda,
No, listen.
I'm giving him praise right now.
No, listen. I supported Luke Shaw when through the doldrums, and now everybody's jumping on the bandwagon.
No, I'm not.
But listen to me.
Let's not get it twisted. You stay on your bandwagon.
That wagon is kind of full right now. Yo, it's standing remotely in the wagon, mate. I can't even sit down in that wagon. I can't find a seat in that wagon right now.
VIP section.
I'm telling you, I've had to rope it off, mate. I've had to rope it off. I've had to rope it off.
I'm not on it, bro. I'm not on it.
Get an upgrade if you want.
What I would say about Maguire, obviously Maguire I do like, and one of the guys I actually a long time. Shout out Annan and the most of the Russian boys. I said to them when he was at Hull, I was actually like, why Man United not getting this guy? So I wanted him for a long time.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just that he does little dopey things in the games. 1 minute holding a guy there when there's no need to hold him, like could have been a minute against high boot. That's what I say. So I might say, and then he's keeping people on side when he's the guy holding a line.
Yeah, but
I've got to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
He is been absolutely superb in the last couple of weeks, and that coincides actually since he run the ball into from midfield into defensive midfield.
That's what he does.
Pick this spot, put it top corner again.
That's why we call him Beckenbauer. Beckenbauer used to do that every day. Shout out to Germany guys, man.
Oh my God! You know what?
Man.
You know what? If you German guys, some of you guys are literally like vomiting right now. You know what? What's that emoji where you just puking like
the green one.
Like the green one. Everybody's like, I can't press that right. They're all picture of that. They're literally looking in the mirror going, "Side said Maguire's like Beckenbauer." How would you say that in German, Aaron?
What do you mean?
How would you say? Saeed's comparing Beckenbauer to Maguire.
Saeed vergleicht Maguire mit Beckenbauer.
They're all saying that, and there's green juice coming out of their faces.
Come on, man, support the thing, man.
So, what I would say is that we need him. He's a really important player because set pieces are not that good. We know what I'm saying.
But we can.
And now Bruno. I know it hurts me to say, but when it comes to Man City in the big games, I don't care how we get the goals. We need the goals. And now I see somebody who can deliver a decent ball in our team. So I would say that we definitely need him and Wan-Bissaka 100% because you know Sterling's not scored against us.
Sterling's still in the pocket.
Yeah, he's still there.
You know what? It's quite emotional for Sterling. Do you know why he's not scored against us?
He's a United fan.
Because he's a United fan.
He was in Russia today, you know, apparently.
All I'm saying is, City, if you get the ban, Raheem.
What are you saying? What are you saying,
Raheem?
Boyhood, mate.
South Valley in the cup, man.
Man, like Galo have words, mate. Galo, mate.
I saw your picture, bruv. You was in Saeed's ends in that, fam.
Come on, man. Rush up, man. Get there.
Have a little chat.
M14, man. We out here, man.
Go
Central. South Central, mate.
Go past Saeed's yard, have a little chat, you know what I mean?
Man, we can discuss the get there. We can discuss
the
deals,
terms. We can give you a nice contract, fam. You get me? So, if City get the ban, Raheem, you know what to do.
We know what to do, man. Aaron, top 4, man. Lower looks like they won it. For me, obviously, Chelsea got Everton coming up. Arsenal, you know what? I don't even look at Arsenal.
Everton.
Chelsea, Everton.
Yeah,
Everton ground.
That's going to be a...
No, it's that Stamford Bridge.
Is that Stamford?
No, Stamford. Stamford Bridge. You know what?
That's a sick game, bro.
I think Chelsea, if they win that, that's 6 points ahead of us, But... Arsenal, who are they playing?
They're playing West Ham.
West Ham. Home. All right.
Home,
yeah.
I think
West Ham's only beaten they've only beaten them twice, and they've got bare injuries. You know.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal's.
You know what? Best bet for Wolves. They're looking decent. You know, they're looking dangerous now. Man, like your guy Jimenez and that man. Listen, man, this top 4 race.
Jota. Oh my God.
Who was that sent to the shops against Tottenham? Who was that? Was that the Tongan?
It's for Tongan and the other kid. What's the other kid that they've got? The African brother.
Yeah, I know. What's his name?
Twanke. Yeah,
something like that.
He sent him to the goal and the shots and everything else, mate. He sent him to the goal. He's sliding into the goal, mate.
Serious, man.
But anyway, Jota.
Shout out to X, by the way, man.
Jota.
Jota.
Oh my God. Jota is on.
Jota or Jimenez? Who would you get?
Both of them, mate. I'm greedy like that.
There's Jota, the manager.
I'm greedy like that. No, forget even that. Before even those three, I want their medical staff, mate.
I said that as well,
I want their medical
staff, bro.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Let's take the whole squad. Mendes included. But this top 4 race, mate, you know what, man?
Nobody wants it.
Is this a must-win game?
For Man United?
Man United.
Listen,
No, do you know why? Do you know why it's not? Because we've got more important games coming up in the league.
What, Sheffield United?
And remember,
I'm worried about Sheffield United as well, you know.
yeah, Sheffield's going to be...
Then we got Brighton away.
But because everyone's just, in and around us, just kind of bottling it and nobody wants top 4, I reckon, last game of the season...
Leicester away.
That's going to be sick, bro. I honestly think, the Leicester game is going to be the defining game.
Bro, that's a bad game, one-off game. I think they can do us.
And I'm going to be at that game as well, so that's going to be sick.
At that game?
Yo, TJ,
on who?
TJ hooked me up, bro. Shout out TJ.
Shout out TJ.
Yo, TJ, hook a brother up, man. I want to go last game, mate, in the sunshine. I want to be with the Leicester-Farians, mate, in the sunshine, man.
I hope he watched TJ. You're the plug, my guy.
Yeah, man.
Yo, TJ, plug another one up, rude boy. Come on now.
So, I think, the Leicester last game of the season, that's going to be the defining game, whether we get top 4 or not.
I think it could be over because depending on the game against City, if we get beat against City, like Saeed said, it's 6 points. Yeah.
But
because
still,
if Chelsea win,
if Chelsea lose to Everton tomorrow on Sunday as well, again we might be in for a shout.
Too much for Everton.
But then,
nah, bro, it's gonna be an even game. I think it's gonna be an even game.
Is it early kickoff though? Early kickoff for Chelsea.
I don't even know, to be honest. I don't know.
But
listen,
I think Wolves are front runners for this top
massively.
Wolves are.
I've said it already. I've said it here and I've said it everywhere.
He's managed the squad well, hasn't he?
Listen to me. Watch out. He doesn't have that many. The squad's not big actually. The squad's not big. But one thing I would say is that the real favourites of the Europa League, from representing Britain, is Wolverhampton. The real favourites now, in terms of look at the form and look at the players who.
Well, the level of points with us, isn't it?
Yeah. And this current moment
thing that separates us from Wolves, which is we've got a high goal difference.
Listen, and this current moment, and you know what? I want you and everybody in the comment put some respect on my name. I want you to put some respect on my name.
For what?
I want you to put some respect on my name.
What for?
Watch out the preview that I did with you at the beginning of the season when you said we're winning the league after we beat Chelsea. And you were saying, Beckenbauer will win the league. What did I say to you?
When?
Preview game, I said to you, the 3 threats that are going to come this season, right?
You also said Everton as well.
I said, and look where Everton are. Everton are that far away from us, mate.
They're not.
And
you also said Newcastle was going to go top 4 as well.
No, I didn't say that.
You said Newcastle.
No, not Newcastle. I said, we don't know if they go down. They were about to go down because I said, we don't know if Bruce is going to do. I told you 3 teams. Name the 3 teams. Saeed, I want you to look in that camera.
You said Wolves,
listen. And Leicester.
You said Leicester.
And
Everton.
Thank you very much. Because my guy was shouting at me. I don't know what it was, 25th or 27th podcast, Straightjacket Podcast.
Yeah.
Saying to me, oh, you predicted this, what's going on? And you know what? Those teams are finding
because everyone else is balling. Everyone else is balling. Let's be real, man.
You know what's funny? Because we're all talking about top 4, but we haven't talked about one team getting in top 4. Tottenham.
Mourinho,
Jose Mourinho!
I honestly think
you know what? Now I would never have him back now.
Saeed, you were saying to me, Saeed,
I don't want him
talk to me now, mate. Talk to me now.
I don't want him back.
Talk to me now.
Listen, expressions, you have him, man. You have him. You get me? Enjoy it.
Talk to me now.
Man, like Eric Dyer, man.
Shout expressions, mate.
Bro, he
shout expressions. Expression said. He said Jose Mourinho's or Tottenham are playing him like the Fugees, mate. Like the Fugees. Fugees, mate. They're killing him softly.
In all honesty, I think top 4 for Spurs is top 4 for Tottenham. Top 4 for Tottenham is done.
No, it's not done yet. You don't know. That's what I'm saying to you. Even me saying put some respect on my name. No.
Yeah.
Things could change. Leicester could drop out.
Leicester are frauds for me. Leicester are frauds, man. Yeah.
Listen,
you know what? Yeah, Leicester for me are pissed me off. They've got on a 5-win run, yeah, and the top 4.
Bro, 6, 7,
6, 7. Yeah, bullshit, man. Listen, I've had enough of this, man.
And they haven't won since January.
But this is what I'm trying to say to you, okay, guys. All of this could happen. I've just went and bigged it all up, right? Give it a big one. Give it a big one. I did. You heard it here, right first. But it could all go wrong. The variance could drop. Everton can get 1 or 2 injuries, boom. Wolves can get 3 injuries, and then, you know...
They've not had it all season.
To be fair, because they're the best medical team in the house, mate. Best medical team in
the
Europe,
one that was
mate.
injured was Bowley, and that's it.
Listen, best medical team in the place, mate. So
you know
those
what?
3 teams that I said were a threat to the top, to the dominance of the top 4 are all there. But Tottenham can still, you know what? Tottenham can still do it. So I won't just call them out. The only thing why we're having a laugh at Tottenham, because all Tottenham fans got gassed in it. When they got rid of your boy Poch, they were like, we've got a serial trophy winner. I'm like, yeah, the
Man United, Lask, Tottenham, Lask again, Norwich away, Man United, Sheffield, Brighton, Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Southampton, Crystal Palace. We play Tottenham after City. No, after last, the City.
God.
So it's a Thursday and then what's that Sunday?
Sunday, Thursday. Until the rest of the season, I reckon.
Wow.
Sheffield United postponed. Because obviously Norwich will play Norwich, haven't we?
Yeah.
So
So what was that going to be on Saturday?
it's not going to be confirmed. 21st now so far.
Yeah.
So we're playing
Saturday.
we're playing Tottenham on the 21st.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday. Yeah.
Next Sunday.
We're playing
Yeah.
Ooh.
so we're playing Tottenham on the 21st.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my birthday by the way. Let's see if the team can shout me out
man,
with
come
that,
on.
mate.
But yeah, what's your actual, literally first 11?
First 11: De Gea, Shaw, Maguire if he's fit. Bailly. I don't want to see Lindelof. I do not want to see him.
Man, how is he not? Why is he getting a
do
game
not
and
wanna
then he's
see
getting
it.
dropped
Because he's not played for about a year almost.
Yeah, so
a
he has
year
to
and a
get
half.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
do you not have to get consistency to get to the year? Oh,
Yeah,
But
you
on the
have
other
to
hand,
be a manager. You have
he
to
was
be managed.
injured. He was injured.
You know what? I get that. I get
No,
it.
he
because
was not. I'm trying to say he was. On the other hand, he was injured. Oli dropped him in against Chelsea, and he did fantastic. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I would De Gea, Luke Shaw, Maguire, Bailly, Wan-Bissaka if he's fit. Then I'm going to play a 3-man midfield straight up. Matic, Fred, Bruno. We have to be attacking. Like at some point, yeah, you just have to go for it. Like don't always be defensive minded. Like don't always think, I don't want to concede. No, bro, go for it. Go for it, bro.
You sway with that, didn't you? I don't want to concede.
Yeah, like it's always like, nah, we don't want.
Well, like Aaron,
We
man.
don't want to
Well,
concede.
Aaron throwing shapes, mate.
Do you know what I mean? So go attacking, bro. Just go for it, bro. Like this is the Manchester
Yeah.
derby.
And then
So Matic, Bruno, and Fred, and then up top Martial on the left, Igalo up front, and then Greenwood on the right, bro. I would go. for that.
That is a really decent team.
That's-
The only thing I would say to you, like, right, my team, is that if Man City pick the 4 midfielders like they did last time, where they snuffed the game out from us, if you play that, they're still going to snuff the ball
Guardiola
away.
rarely does that.
But he did though. He came to Man United and he said, Jesus, Aguero's record in the Manchester derby is incredible.
Yeah,
no,
He
yeah.
benched him, mate. Benched him.
was that-
And
was
what
that
he
Carabao
did
Cup?
because he knew how to stifle the game away from us, and that was in midfield.
But also got to remember, we played Phil Jones that day.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
So,
matter.
you know
It
what I mean?
doesn't
You
matter.
can all change, you never
It
know.
doesn't matter, mate. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter
Doesn't matter, Phil Jones.
because if the team starves the ball away from us, we're gonna get frustrated. You know the
But also
moans
the team
and,
drops
you know the
10
moans,
yards back.
yeah, you know the moans and groans in that
Oh,
that
mate,
stadium,
tell ya.
and you know the frustration will build, right? And people lose their heads, right? So for your sanity, I don't want you to lose your head.
Well.
So I'm just saying to you.
All I want is 3 points.
Listen.
So you got 3 points?
You know.
Come on, we got it, man.
Of course, listen. I'm convinced by that team.
I'm confident, you know.
But listen, with that team, I would go with that. Or I would go if City played a foreign midfield, I would go play McTominay as well.
I think it's their best
And then
chance to win a derby in
I'm playing
years.
Bruno as this free roll that roams from the left to the right. I'm playing Igalo and Martial up front, and that almost coincides with the team that you wanted too. So it's quite kind of attacking still. It's like 4-3, right? And then it's 1, then 2, right, of the pitch. So if that happens, any weather formation, I just want the best players to play who are on form on that day. And I'm really, really hoping that Wan-Bissaka is back, because if Sterling is left alone with the lot, good night, Vienna.
Good night, man. Tell you.
Sterling's not scored, but he'll get a hat trick.
Wan-Bissaka, you know what to do.
Come on, Aaron. Come on,
What are you
Aaron.
going for?
You know what, on this one, I've always said that their record is magnificent here. But if really,
Do you feel like
can
a
Man
sense that we
United,
can do this?
can Man United stand up at home? Can we stand up?
Or be counted?
Can we be counted? I think if we do not lose, we've done well. But if we were to win, it's fantastic. And I think, as a manager's derby, if we go for it in terms of the intent is there, everything, the players want it, and the players want to get that rebalance and get that win at Old Trafford, I'll take 1-0 on somebody's backside and I'll defend for 90 minutes. That's me.
You going for 1-0? What are you going for?
There's going to be a lot of goals, so I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw.
Yeah.
But then at Old Trafford, sometimes I think if it's going to be a lot of goals, 3-2 United might nick it. Bruno.
I'm going to go for 2-1. I think Igalo will get the winner.
Make himself an absolute folklore hero.
Hero.
if Igalo was to get the winner, mark my words, Nigerian shirts all over Manchester, mate. Mark my words, Nigerian shirts.
I'll have my first
mate.
jollof rice, mate.
Yeah,
listen,
I know the best place to
If
go.
Igalo scores, yeah, I'm having my first jollof rice.
Jollof rice,
I'm coming to you, man. Wherever you man live, yeah. Listen, jollof rice. You tell me the best
Listen,
place
I
to
know
go
a
buy it.
Nigerian centre, I'll take you.
Listen, man, you take me there, yeah. Igalo scores. I'm having jollof rice, and we have it here live on the podcast.
Yeah.
Come on, United.
But then if you got to get smashed, we're back to the olive juice.
Respect, man. Your socials losing, man.
Oh my god.
That guy Red Devil for all your trolling needs. Like I said, my tweets out there about the disgusting behaviour. Just to cap it off, just to summarise about Lingard. Hopefully it wasn't racism. Hopefully it's just that person who abused him gets found out who they are and gets shamed. That's it.
Simple as that.
Definitely.
Socials, Aaron.
Yes, Mr. Aaron UTD across all the socials that you can possibly think of: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, PS4, FIFA,
PS4.
anything, bro.
You know, again, man, we need another update. What's happening?
I haven't played this last week, man.
Okay.
I was mad busy. Even this
Aaron
week.
out.
Air it out. No, mid-winter break, you know what I mean? Take the boys out. Marbella.
Yeah, there you go, little warm weather training.
The girls and that.
Still, Aaron out.
Bins in there.
I'm gonna stream my career mode tomorrow again, and then obviously people can tune in. So
I'm
make sure to
tuning
tune
in, man.
Karim.
So yeah, career mode. I'm mid-table right now, kind of. You know what I mean?
Battle for fourth. Aim for fourth.
Climbing up the table.
Yo, Philip Kaku Derby, championship, mate. Mid-table mediocre. Aaron out.
You know what? What a player he was back in the day.
We were talking about that last night. What a pearl.
But guys, that's been your podcast 55, sponsored by the One Football app. Make sure you go download it. Link will be in the description somewhere down there. And yeah, man.
Get your comments below.
Yeah, man. Get your
in the
comments below, your
comments, man.
predictions.
Get in
And
the
what I
comments.
want to do as well
Your
is,
team
where are
formation.
you watching the podcast from? I want you to Instagram us, Mr. Aaron at United. Go, you know what?
Twitter, mate.
Twitter. Make sure you hit us up with the Instagram. Make sure you check us out on there. And yeah, man, share the video. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, this has been your podcast 55, the Manchester Derby special. Can we do it, man? It's been a long, long while that we beat the the rags they call them. What do they call them? The rags.
This is they are whatever they are, mate. But keep it to United Central Straightjacket Podcast special.
Who's wearing
mate.
this week?
I think it might be you after the game. I might have given it back to you permanently now.
Guys, you can watch this on all social platforms, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, and everything, everywhere else. But guys, like the video, subscribe to United Central.
Let's
And
go.
yeah, man, we need a massive, massive result. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Peace.